to the Razor Blade.
No, we're not ready yet.
Welcome to the Razor Blade Candy Dish. I'm Ian Daddy Bones.
And this is Spartacus.
And this episode on the show, me and Spartacus would like to introduce our friend to you, Jimmy Evans from the band Hollow Bodies. Jimmy, welcome to the Razor Blade Candy Dish.
Thanks,
What's up,
guys.
man?
What's going on?
Now, Jimmy, I've known you for a couple years now. I met you at an X-Site wrestling show. I've gotten to work with you over the couple of years, and I've gotten to know you as a friend over the couple of years. And since the time I've known you, one of your main passions in life has been making music. And you've been in all sorts of bands, and within the past 2 years, you're coming off your greatest metamorphosis to date.
Yeah.
With your new look and your new presence. But how did you get started in the local music scene, and how did you get to hear from your humble beginnings learning how to play guitar?
Well, I started when I was like 13 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go down to Cheers on Clinton Street before it closed, and I would sneak in the back door to go see bands play. And then I met by Mark Dickinson from Others, and I would like follow him around, like kind of like a fangirl type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad ended up like getting a job with him or whatever. So like he brought me over to meet him one day, and I'm like, whoa, holy shit, dude, I know you. You know, you play in that band. So then like after a few years of kind of hanging out, the bass player quit, and then they called me up and was like, hey, you know, since you're like, you know, a groupie, you want to come and join the band? And I was like 17 at the time. I was like totally like brand new to the whole, because I joined a cover band, but like we didn't do anything. You know, we played probably 4 or 5 songs, and everyone was all drunks and shit. So I just quit the band, and then like I transitioned over to that.
Now, like...
Wait a minute. So, for our younger viewers watching at home, the beginning of this story where he said that he snuck in to Cheers to watch the bands play, fucking pay for it. Don't sneak in, pay for it. Support your local artist.
Well, I tried to pay for it, but they were like...
Oh, they didn't want your money?
Well, no,
what?
Because I'm 13 and it was 18 and
underage.
over at the door.
Oh.
Yeah, it's at a bar.
If you're underage, don't fucking go in anyway. You're underage. We promote following the rules on this show in public.
In public, but...
In public.
Oh, okay, behind closed doors.
No, fuck rules. It's behind closed doors.
Nice.
In public.
Now, when I met you, you were in the Others.
Yeah.
You had your band practice. You would practice with the Others every week. You were working on projects. You guys were doing shows.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there was a period where the Others took a little hiatus.
Yeah, and we're still on hiatus, actually.
And you were looking for something to do.
Yeah.
But you still jammed out, because I remember seeing you in your studio at the old Penn Trade Center, and I remember when Hollow Bodies first got together with you guys jamming out. Now, what can you tell me, you know, what was it like looking back on just getting started jamming out to
now?
Yeah.
Well, when I first started jamming out, I was only a bass player, right? And, like, I stutter, so, like, I was like, I can't be a vocalist. Like, you know, I fucking stutter. Like, you know, I can't do that shit. So then whenever Others took a hiatus, because everyone's just getting old, and like Mark's out doing his movies, and he's working at the Phelps Mansion now, and our drummer Bill is like making weapons and armor and stuff like that, and so we started a new band, which it was a cover band, you know, and then I was like, you know, it can't be a horror cover band, you know, it just gotta be like, you know, regular rock, you know, like kind of Metallica, Slayer covers, but then like it transitioned from that to being like a horror punk band, and then like we tried out a bunch of vocalists, people that I'm not gonna mention, but there was so much ego and so much like just bullshit going on, and they thought they were better than us, and they thought that, you know, that they, you know, were on a pedestal. So then I was like, you know what, you know, I'll try to be a vocalist. And the first couple months it was really scary. Like I couldn't sing, I couldn't talk on the mic, and then like I got myself into like how would I say it? Into a mindset where like, you know, it's either do or die, and so I started doing like vocals and stuff like that, and then like it's just all downhill from there.
So you found your groove.
Yeah, I found that little notch, and I'm like, hey, I could do this. I'm a front man, and it's still now, like, 4 years later, I'm like, whoa, I'm a front man in a band. Like, what the hell, man? How is this even happening?
Now, how was the crowd reaction change from like the very beginning you guys first started doing hollow body shows to where I mean, because it got to the point to where I remember flyers going around Facebook and whatnot where Hollow Bodies was opening for this band, but
Yeah.
now it's Hollow Bodies is leading the bill and
Yeah,
other
it's like-
bands are underneath.
Well, when we first started out, people didn't know what to think of us because we'd come out looking like, I just like came out of a small grave, and people didn't know how to take us because we were like, I wanted people to like us, but at the same time, I want people to hate us. Like, I want to be like the most like vile band in Binghamton, just like, but people spit on us live, and people like throw beers at us live, and like, just like all out chaos live. And then now it's like to the point where like people like it's become a household name, and people like I was on Facebook the other day, and I had shared a video that I made, and somebody had reshared it, and then they had started like a conversation, and they were like, oh yeah, Hollow Bodies are great, and then they tagged some guy in it, and he was like, yeah, dude, these guys are awesome people, and they're fun to hang out with, and they're great to see live, and so it's just like like when I go out and play live, I try to be as cool as I can with everybody, because like nobody wants a dick band, like nobody wants to like hang out with a band that's an asshole and like treat you like shit. Because I've seen many of like national acts who I've liked, and I went to go see them live, and they just like kind of blew me off, and like so then like that in turns like so I won't buy their records anymore because they're fucking assholes. Like why would you want to support a band who doesn't support their fans? So. That's my whole goal, is just to be cool with everyone and just to kind of just have fun doing it.
Now I remember like when we used to work together, like you used to be working on songs, and you used to get song ideas, and a lot of these I like to think a lot of these song ideas that you were getting like 2 or 3 years ago have turned into some of the material that Hollow Bodies is performing.
Yeah.
Now now that you're developing a fan base, how does that motivate you create, being creative on your new stuff?
Oh man, it makes me go to the most darkest and the most fucked up places I could even imagine. Like last year, I was writing our new album, Blood Knives and Pizza, and I was sitting in Springfield Cemetery with my acoustic guitar and a 16-inch roll on pizza, and I actually wrote a song about pizza in a cemetery. Like, and then like I see what people like our fan base likes, like it's mostly like comic books and movies and like just fucked up shit, that people that like so much shit that's so fucked up that people are afraid to talk about it and be around it. So that's why I just turned that into the most
What do you
weirdest
think?
songs.
What kind of song?
What kind of song?
No. I'm not finished. What kind of song did you pull out about pizza in a cemetery? What is that song about?
It's about my fetish for pizza. About like it's some of the lyrics are like round or square. I don't fucking care. You know what I mean? Like I'm like make it cheesy, make it saucy. I talk about like masturbating in the song about pizza because I love pizza so much.
Hey, I wrote a song about you.
Oh, don't get me fucking started about your songs. We're not talking about you.
And like I wrote a song on the CD about Dexter, like the show Dexter. I don't know if you guys watch it at all.
Mm-hmm. Well, which one?
Well, the whole show as just Dexter Morgan.
Oh, that Dexter.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, there's
Dexter-
Dexter's Laboratory, and
I
if
should-
you wrote a song
yeah.
about that, that would be awesome too.
Yeah, like Dexter Morgan was like an influence for me, like just like fucked up in the head, and like he's got a fetish for blood. You know what I mean? And
Oh, you ain't got to tell me about Dexter. I watched all of that.
so I wrote.
I couldn't put that show down.
I call it a stalker because he pretty much like stalks people at night. He's like the night stalker almost, like but not to be confused with like Richard Ramirez. You know what I mean? Because I'm a big serial killer fan too. I like read a lot about serial killers and stuff.
I am too. So is Brian. If he was actually in here, but no, we're not good enough for him.
Well, he's being a good host.
Shut up. This is fun.
Yeah.
This is fun. Just us
Yeah.
three
Yes,
and
3 gentlemen
and the
having a
chicken?
conversation. Yes.
We're kicking it, having fun.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for
I just asked the question.
Do you have any follow-up questions?
No, I'm good. You know me. I just ask the questions as they pop. You prepare.
Mm-hmm.
I react.
Very good. Well, Jimmy, one thing I noticed with Facebook, Instagram this year is, well, I always knew you've had a love for pizza, but this year you're taking an extra step.
To a whole new level, man.
What's going on with the pizza?
Okay, well, this piece of shit, Dano, Voody, fuck you, Dano, I hate your guts. He just joined Hollow Bodies, but before he joined Hollow Bodies, we kind of have like a love-hate, really hate, like a relationship.
Now, do you really hate this guy?
No, I don't hate him.
I was about to say, how you gonna fucking say I fucking hate you? Fuck you, he just joined my band, and I hate this nigga, so, alright, just making sure.
He's a dirty ass old man, he stinks up my air, and
Fuck him.
I know the feeling.
this fucking asshole here.
I know.
So he wanted to be a tough guy, and because he knew I like pizza so much, and I've been going on like a pizza bench, he was like, well, let's do a competition. Well, we've been racing, and I was beating him, but then I was riding home from my work one day, and I almost got hit by a car. So, like, I wrecked my bike, and I had a concussion, and ended up, like, puking all night long, so I missed the day. So then that sent me back down to day one. So then he, obviously took the lead, and he stopped at 138, for the Misfits.
Not to interrupt, but for me and the rest of the viewers, what was the competition? You literally said, we had a competition, and
Yeah.
I fucked up and I missed it.
Yeah.
What was the competition? Eating the most pizzas,
Yeah.
delivering the most pizzas, masturbating to the most pizzas.
How many days in a row we eat pizza? And I'm actually today, Sunday, would be a day 149 days I've been eating pizza every day. And it has to be at least 2 slices a day, like for it to count.
Oh, I'm glad that you got that kind of money, because I sure as fuck don't. Now, wait, does it have to be like...
It could be any kind of pizza.
Alright, so I could go to the Dollar Tree and pick up
Yeah.
that pizza.
Yeah,
an
pizza
oven
from
pizza.
there, an oven. It could be frozen. It could be from a restaurant. It could be a homemade. Could be like any kind of pizza.
And what about pizza rolls?
No, it's got to be like an actual slice. Or the other day on Facebook, I seen like this pizza. It was almost like a calzone, but it was like almost like
Like a stromboli?
kind of, yeah. But it was like just like kind of all wrapped up almost. So and that counts too, I guess.
What about pizza bagel bites?
Those count too, but I would have to eat a shitload of them. Probably at least 2 boxes for it to count.
I was gonna say, because you just eat one. Eat 2 of those, and like, I'm down, bitch, I got you.
No, but it has to be like.
Do Pizza Hot Pockets count?
No, they don't. And pizza
Well,
Pringles
why
don't
not?
count either. I tried to get pizza
Yeah,
Pringles.
technically, well, why wouldn't Pizza Hot Pockets count?
'Cause that would be
It's
kinda
technically
like a calzone.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to run that by Dano. Because it goes, like, he's making rules as
Sorry,
we go
Dano.
along. Yeah, fuck him, dude. Fuck that guy.
There was one other one that I was thinking about, and it just slipped my mind. All right, just finish with your competition story, and then I'll just interrupt when
So-
it pops into my head.
So he likes to go on Facebook and talk mad shit. So I was like, okay, let's do this. I started a pizza competition. So then, I fucked up. I got a concussion. Was like puking my guts out all night. So I went back down to 0. And then he stops because he's an old man. He's fucking 50 years old. All dusty and shit. Saggy balls and shit. So he can't handle.
How do you know what his balls look like? Sir?
Okay. Like.
Oh, I love stories like this. See, what had happened was...
I've been playing a band with somebody for so long. You know what I mean? Like. How can I say this?
Yes, because me and Ian have done a podcast for so long, but I don't know what this nigga balls look like.
I haven't seen him naked, but he's like 50 years old. So you gotta know they gotta be sagging down to his knees. He's fucking 50, you know what I mean? And I'm 30, so I'm like a young buck, and he's the old bull, you know what I mean? So.
No,
I saw a picture. I saw a video on Facebook yesterday of this old guy in India or wherever that has like a 16-inch slung, and he's like in his 50s or whatever.
You gotta tie his balls up.
That just-
He was wearing a sock.
that just randomly showed up on your Facebook feed,
A
sir?
lot of people were talking about it.
Oh, a lot of people in your circle is talking about an
No,
old
it's not a
man's
circle.
balls.
It was like one of them.
Porn.
Oh, your fetish group was talking about these
It was
big
one
old
of those
balls.
viral hogs or whatever the hell.
Sure, he said
Videos.
viral, but he really means Pornhub.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
it's okay.
no, you know, it was one of those viral whats?
One of like viral hog.
Yeah, the viral hogs. Okay, yeah. Uh-huh.
X.com.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was worried about him knowing about old balls, but you got big dicks showing up on your face. Me and you have a lot of the same friends, and ain't no big dicks showed up on my Facebook, sir.
I'm just saying, it's very rude. The man was telling a story, and I just happened to make a reference piece, and now you're taking it into a different direction.
Speaking of big dicks, like, can you wait forward that to me? I mean, like, you know, I want
Yeah, I mean, if y'all want to fucking share the big dick picture,
Yeah,
go right
fuck
ahead.
it,
Go
man.
right ahead.
Dude.
The,
I'll send it both to
the
you. I'll
RBCD, we will promote your big dick picture if you put it on Ian's wall. So let's see how many dicks
And then that way
we
I
can
could
get
share
on
it.
Ian's wall.
And then I could share it and send as a message, so that way there's nothing that he misses ever again.
Oh, no, don't worry. I will block him. Just put as many
But if you
dicks.
block me, how are you going to know about stuff that I'm referencing on the show? You're like, I didn't see no big dick thing in my feed.
And guess
So
what?
if you
From this
block
point
me-
on, I'm just going to assume that Ian's going to have a big dick story every fucking episode. Ooh, here's the dick I saw this week.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Hey, you never know. There's always new
Not
features
bad.
that could
Brought
pop
you
up.
guys together.
Yes.
I'm like Lex Luthor.
Oh,
Oh, I
oh,
love
so
bringing
what's
people
closer
together.
now?
But yes, back to your story.
Yes.
Yeah, Daniel's an asshole, and now I'm beating his ass. So I'm going for 365 days. Ain't no one stopping me now. Not no dirty ass, stinky old man, fucking bass player, piece of shit.
Damn.
Cause I used to play bass, right? But then we had kicked out our guitar player over the summer, and we did a 2-piece show at Magic City Music Hall before it closed, just bass and drums, and I had like a guitar pedal through like a guitar head through a bass cab. It's fucked up, I know, but so after that I got a phone call from Daniel. He was like, "Hey, you guys looking for a bass player?" I'm like, "Well, not really." He goes, "Well, I'm gonna join your band," and I'm like,
Are you looking for a bass player? No. Fuck you, I'm joining anyway.
pretty much that's how it worked. So then I was like, okay, well, we have like fucking 5 shows coming up. Here's all the material, and now I'm stuck with 2 dirty old men. Our drummer, who was supposed to be here today, who's assed out on me, fucking faggot. Fuck you, Rob, too, you piece of shit. He's 40. He just turned 40 last year. He's a piece of shit, too. Fuck him, too. I fucking hate drummers.
Well, I enjoy the fact where you said you're stuck with 2 fucking crusty, dusty 40-year-old men and shit.
50-year-old man.
After the conversation that y'all 2 had about the big dicks and shit, I don't think that you're stuck with these old men.
I'm just having fun, you know.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
all
I'm-
you can do. It's all you can do.
And they're both married, and I'm not married, so, So I get all the extra stuff on the road. Like extra fries, extra drinks, extra pizza, beer.
Is that what you'll call it?
Yeah.
Okay. That might. Hey, I've never thought of
I get the extra
calling
dead,
it food like that.
I get the extra dead girls, because that's my thing. I like dead girls.
Okay.
Because like, they don't talk back. And I gotta take them out for lunch or dinner. Could just dig them up and bang them.
You know, I don't buy him anything for Christmas.
Hey,
I mean,
they
Febreze.
might like new coffins, sir.
I mean, Febreze, but that's cheap. It's only like $2 or $3 a bottle.
Well, Jimmy, we're going to get out of here in a minute, but
Where can we
Yeah.
find you?
You can find us at Facebook.com, HowBuysBlack139. We're also on Instagram, HowBuys139. Twitter is the same, HowBuys139. We have a Bandcamp page. You can find our stuff on there too. We have a YouTube page. Would be HowBuys139.
Very easy.
yes.
Any social media you go to, Hollow Bodies 139. No underscore or anything.
Nope.
Just Hollow Bodies, one word. Hollow Bodies
Yep.
139.
Yeah.
Go listen to their music, or I'll dot your fucking eye.
All right. Well, I'm Ian Daddy Bones,
I'm Jimmy.
And this is Spartacus.
and this has been the Razor Blade Candy Dish. We will see you next time. Victory!